Like y'all didn't get enough of me yesterday. I ain't did a rant in so long. Man, what's going on, baby? I hope y'all are well. Gang, gang! Good morning, good afternoon where you are. Jamie Lynn, there you are. My good brother Daza. My good friend Listen Linda. Happy rant day. Today's going to be a special day, y'all. We just going to talk about stuff off the cuff. We just going to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just me and you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to play the theme song. We going to jam out to half of it, because that's what we do. We going to talk about Patreon. That's what we do. We going to talk about our gang. And then we just going to veg out. We going to answer questions. You can call, whatever, you know. We got some admins in the house. They can post it up, but free for all, you know what I'm saying? Like, just whatever, right? Well, dang. This is just right off the cuff. Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. Brando?
Brando, that's me.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm feeling excellent. How are you feeling?
Okay, I'm new. I watch you on YouTube, and you know a lot about currencies. You are well educated.
Thank you.
You really loaded with information.
Thank you.
I'll put it that way.
Thank you.
And I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Impressed.
Thank you.
And that's your wife?
Yeah,
She's
that's
so
my wife.
Sweet. Oh, God, she's a sweet lady.
Yeah, we're married.
I know her.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
Oh, that's wonderful. But let me ask you this. The reason why I was calling.
Yeah.
Well, I need to know the truth, and I think you will tell the truth.
Yeah, I will. I won't lie to you. That I won't do.
I know you won't. What is your take on the Zimbabwe? Do you think it will revalue, or do you think it won't?
No, okay, here's the thing about Zimbabwe, right? And I think, because this is, you know you're live on the air, right? You know you're live.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I just want you to know you're live, so in case you've got any, weird things about that.
Right.
Zimbabwe, it's already revalued. Like, they've already reinstated their currency. So,
What?
yeah, they already reinstated it. Like, they already did it, but it's under sanctions. They lopped their currency 2 currencies ago. It's lopped. It's no good. It's a pipe dream now. Now, they reinstated the currency they lopped. Zimbabwe's a mess. Like, Zimbabwe's in shambles. Like, if you own Zim and you're like really hoping on Zim, you might as well say to yourself, man, I'm gonna jump off that train, sell it on eBay to somebody else, and get into something else. My opinion. We're just this is a rant now, so we can talk about anything.
Right.
Now, you want to hit yourself on a train? Watch Venezuela. Venezuela's gonna be the next Zimbabwe.
But really?
Yeah.
They're having a hard time over there. Oh my God.
But look at Africa. Look at Africa as a whole. Africa's having a worse time. They're under economic sanctions, shackles by China. Zimbabwe's in the crapper, but Venezuela's in the crapper, but they got infrastructure and oil, and they're not under attack. All they need is leadership and a new regime and new currency. And guess what? You got the new Zimbabwe. The currency are already hyperinflated. All they need is a plan and reinstatement, and boom, you are a rich person.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you one more question. I don't want to hold you up.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's the currency in this respect? What do you think of Afghanistan?
I love Afghani. Afghani's a great buy. People sleep on Afghani. It's a great buy. It's cheap. It's got a good upside. It's a good buy.
So what do you think about the Dome?
Oh, you don't watch my show. I'm bullish on Dom.
No, I just started.
Oh, well, shame on you. You should have started 6 months ago. I'm going to get on your butt right now. You should have started watching me 6 months ago and been all up on me and know everything about me, okay? I'm getting on you right now, caller, okay?
Okay.
I'm just joking with you. Nah, I'm huge on Dong. I'm big on Dong. Dong is big. Dong's big.
What about Indonesian rupiah?
I'm not as big. I don't really have a lot of rupiah. But I think rupiah is a good play.
So you're suggesting the Venezuela. You should get Venezuela now?
No.
Get it now?
I'm telling everybody now, don't buy Venezuelan now because they've got to have a regime change. All that money in the street that you guys see on the news and everything is a tell that they're going to lop that currency. When the new currency is reinstated, that's when you're going to look to purchase. But you're going to want to see some time in the marketplace with the new currency, and they want to also see if that currency has consumer confidence. Once it has consumer confidence and has a little bit of staying power, then that's when you're going to want to go in and be aggressive in your purchase. See what I'm saying?
Okay, so give me a rundown on the currencies you think I should. I have more than I have everything else. So give me a rundown. I cannot afford the dinar.
Okay.
Give me a rundown.
So for you, if this is me and I'm you and I have very little to start with, like let's say $20, okay? I'm just using that example, okay? I'm buying dong all day long. I'm buying dong. Only thing I'm buying is dong.
Okay.
I'm not worried about any other currency in the world right now. The only thing I'm buying is dong.
Okay.
The only place to me that exists, if I have very little money to invest in anything but currency, only thing I'm buying is dong.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know of a place that sells real reasonable?
Yeah, Chase Bank. Chase Bank.
Well, we don't have one. I'm in Raleigh.
Oh, okay. I love Raleigh.
We have two coming to Raleigh soon. They already got the building and the signs out.
Okay. Go to like.
One in Raleigh. And one in Chapel Hill.
See if you can go to Chapel Hill.
But they haven't opened yet. They're supposed to be opening soon.
Oh well, you got time. Listen, nothing's shaking with the dong until the China deal shakes place. Everybody tries to associate China with Iraq. They're full of crap. The only thing that you can associate China with is Vietnam. When China goes, Vietnam goes.
Okay, so I need to stock up on dong then.
Oh yeah, dong.
I know you tell the truth.
Oh yeah, my mom listens to this show. My mom listens.
What I need now is truth, because there's so much stuff out there you would not believe.
Yeah, that's what.
It's just a mess out there.
Really? Do you know why? That's why. You know, I read a lot. Like I read. I mean, I really read. I read a lot of stuff, and like I do read like those dinar pages where it says like Guru so and so, and I like just for fun. Like today, I read it, and I was like, really? Is this what people are talking about? Really? I get alerts because I'm on YouTube about this person says it's not going to happen until 2020, but they show no evidence or proof. The only thing they talk about is some prophetic thing that's not even provable because those people are dead. And then on top of that, if you talk to God with that type of, I'm just going to say, direct connection, then you should know when the actual reinstatement would happen prophetically before anybody else. So you shouldn't be talking at all because that would be playing with God, and God would be angry if you did that. You see what I'm saying? I don't play with God. I don't talk to God. I talk to God, pray to God. I get on my bended knee every night and we say our prayers. But one thing I will not do, I won't joke with God because God giveth and God will strike you down.
Yeah, that's true. Let me ask you this. There's two more questions. I'm going to get off.
Okay.
Okay. Gosh, what was this on my mind?
You got me live, so you know what? It's a rant. You got me.
Okay. Do you know where I can get dong reasonable? Get it real reasonable.
I mean, at a bank is the most reasonable play, but I mean, if not, go like to one of your online sources. Those are the best places.
Online sources. Okay.
Yeah, like Exchange America, Safe Dinar, something like that.
What do you think about the 800 number now? Someone said that we've been set up if you call the 800 number.
Yeah, I'm the very first one to expose that. If somebody tells you to call an 800 number, call the FBI or your local police department, or make sure you're strapped up.
Oh.
They're trying to make sure you get robbed.
So when it happens, just go in a bank.
You go to a bank. Listen, if a currency is internationally recognized, okay, I can go to any bank that has a foreign currency department and say, here's my currency, give me my USD or deposit it, and I'm going to walk out of that bank. Enough said. That's it. That's all there is to it. This currency exchange process is not that difficult.
I'm going to be calling you again. I really appreciate your honesty. I need that right now because I'm telling you all sorts of stuff in my head. I've been listening to that person. So I said, you know what? I'm cutting the chase with that.
You are so welcome.
I saw you on YouTube. I said, he's straight up. He is straight.
Yep.
So I'm not going to call the 800 number. I'm just going in. And I really appreciate you giving me this information.
Of course. That's why I'm here.
Okay, then.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Well, North Carolina, you stay in the house, man. You save my number. You call me whenever you get a question.
And I will do that. Thank you so much.
All right.
And thank your wife, too, okay?
I will. She's at work. You know, she's doing her work thing.
Okay. Oh, okay then. Thanks a lot.
You welcome. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too now. Bye-bye. You guys, today's rant is all about being a newbie. I remember when I was new. When I was new, the news trickled out. If you got one decent article a month, you were lucky. One decent article that gave you a glimmer of hope, and the information you got was secondhand or third hand or fourth-hand. It was all crap. It was all made up BS from somebody that didn't know what the heck they were talking about, because there was no, the internet wasn't as proficient as it is now, so you couldn't research stuff. And you know what? I remember thinking, man, if this does go, my thoughts then were, if this does go, if this does go. Man, that was 10 years ago. And you know, I get mad at people when they say, well, we going to the bank? Yeah, I get mad at that. I never get mad at a newbie for asking me a sincere question because they're new. I get mad when people go, we ain't at the bank yet. Well, duh. If we were at the bank, we'd be at the bank. I wouldn't be doing these stupid podcasts anymore. They're not stupid, but shoot, you guys, that's self-evident. That's self-fulfilling. Why don't you tell me when we go to the bank, this is what we're going to do? Or I'm buying more currency in preparation because this is what I'm going to do. Don't tell me I'm not at the bank. If I was at the bank, my podcast would be like A-Lux. I'd be telling you the wonderful life of Mr. Jackson. What I'm doing, what I'm out there buying, being on my private plane. Because honestly, the whole thing about right now, for all you people that are dinarians, it's not that you're stupid. It's not that you need to prepare for 2020. Don't prepare for 2020. Prepare for right now. What are you doing right now to prepare yourself for right now? I guess we ain't gonna do no intro today, y'all. Hello?
Press 1 to send voicemail.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Brando.
Hey, it's Brando.
How you doing, Mr. Brando?
I'm feeling no pain. What's going on, brother?
Well, I'm in the same shape you are. No
Oh,
pain.
no pain. Good. Thank God. We're on this side of the tracks.
Well, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Okay, here you go. Everybody's talking about taxes on an exchange
Okay.
for the IQD,
Okay.
and it really doesn't make sense to me, because when I go and exchange pesos for USD,
Mm-hmm.
or I exchange euros for USD, I don't pay no taxes on that exchange, no matter how much I had. So,
Okay, have you ever... Okay, I got a question for you. Hold on, let's stop right there. And you got to answer this sincerely. You don't have to answer this live, okay? Have you ever exchanged $10,000 or more?
Yes, I have.
And they didn't make you sign that form, that tax form?
Nope, because it was an exchange.
Nah, I've done it several times, and they made me sign the paper every time. I'm sorry. Disagree with that statement.
In Louisiana, when I had my business going,
Mm-hmm.
I signed I had 25,000 in payroll
Mm-hmm.
that I converted into euro
Mm-hmm.
straight out.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not sign anything.
No, you said you hold on. You exchanged it for peso to euro?
Yes,
Okay, where was the company based out of?
Mexico.
So then I can't argue the Mexican laws on taxation. You see what I'm saying? Because you exchanged it from peso to euro, that's totally different. I'm telling you that if you're in this country, United States of America, and you go into a bank and exchange currency $10,000 or greater, my experience has been, nobody else's. When I've done $10,000 or greater, I signed a tax form. Simply put, you're going to pay taxes. This is it. I mean, I paid taxes. I'm not mad at it. I did. I mean, this is what it was.
Well, my accountant told me that they were kind of confused about that because
Okay, can I ask you a question? Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
Anything over $10,000, you have to sign a form
Right.
stating your business.
Right.
But that is for the Homeland Security.
Right?
So the IRS only gets involved if you have a taxable event, which is money that you have earned in interest. There's a 1099 generator.
Or gained in profits, or capital gains gained through profit. If you bought something at a nominal fee and exchanged it for a higher fee, therefore that by trail is a profit. I'm sorry. Now, here's my question for you. This is just from me to you. If my tax attorney or the tax person that I was dealing with was confused about the issue, I would find a new tax person, because there should be no confusion with the tax person. First off, especially your accountant, I would fire them immediately. That's my opinion. Because every tax person I've talked to has said, Mr. Brando, prepare for the worst. You're going to pay taxes. Here's the law. You exchange over $10,000 for personal gain. Whether you put it in your S corp, whatever, it's capital gains. Prepare for it. Blah blah blah. You're done. Forget about it. I have not had one person say, "Well, I'm a little confused on the issue. Let me call you back." Never. Not someone that deals in taxes every day. Nope. Never.
I know there used to be a 20% at one time, and I don't know what's happening with Mr. Trump. And,
well, they're trying to amend they're trying to amend the capital gains tax. I mean, in his defense, I've been critical of him. He's trying to, amend capital gains. I mean, the Democrats have a plan. He has a plan. It's out there. I mean, let's all hope it changes. But I mean, the safe thing to do is you're going to pay some tax. Just absorb it. Admit it. Go on with it.
That's where your wealth manager comes in handy at, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, that's a part of your whole wealth strategy. And I'd rather give up 10% than 36 plus earned income, if that makes sense.
You got that one absolutely correct.
You know what I mean? So just do like this. Think of it like this. Let's say you got $1 million, right? I'd rather give them 100,000 than me get 500,000. I'm not doing that. That's out of here. You know what I mean? So just
right.
And if you're a business owner, and obviously if you're dealing in that type of payroll, where you're dealing with that type of cash flow, you're smart. You know what to do. Just do whatever it is that did to get you to that point, but don't trust in people that tell you things that they're confused. If they tell you they're confused on the issue, then it's okay to not know the answer to something. But if they're a tax person and they're dealing in international laws and taxes and tariffs and stuff like that, I'd have a real problem with that. I'd be very, very concerned. Very concerned. Because there's no telling what laws they're not adhering to. Now, here's what I'd say to you. So let's say you're not a business and you're dealing with this currency and you go to exchange it, right? So me and you go to the bank together and we each have let's say, I don't know, 100,000, just a round number, right? And we go to exchange it and we say, okay, look, how are they going to know if it's short term or long term? That's where I would get more into the whole, how are they going to do this to me type of thing. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah, because what if they try to screw me and say it's short term? You know what I mean? I'd have to dig back through my records and show receipts from 10 years ago. What if I don't have those receipts? People clowned me for saying this when I was early on. You should have your receipts. You should have your receipts for authenticity and stuff like that. Oh, Mr. Brando, you're a dumbass. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, I kind of do. Because I kind of know about capital gains and I kind of understand how the tax game works. But, again, I'm a forward thinker and a lot of people are not.
Well, that's where that certificate of authenticity comes in for a lot of people.
Bingo. And that's why this is a rant.
Yep. I understand the rant.
You're the man. Hey, caller, man. You're the man. I love you, man. You're awesome. Thanks for playing along. I mean, you know what I mean? Having fun with it. Everything ain't got to be so freaking serious all the time. You know what I mean?
If you don't have any sense of humor, you have
nothing. Nothing. Zero.
That's right. Nothing.
You know?
Even a dry sense of humor beats nothing.
A blank beats a double blank. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Well, thanks, caller, for calling in. We're going to keep ranting here. Okay, man?
Yeah, no doubts about it, man.
Rant on. We're going to skip the intro. We're getting straight to the rant.
I'm going to go do another food bank today. So.
Hey, man, good job. Thank you for volunteering, man. You do a good job for people. Thank you.
Yeah, I posted some pictures for you there one time.
I know. I saw. I don't want to say your name live because I know who you are. Now I know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
You have a great day, my friend.
My friend, hey, brother. Keep up the good deeds, okay?
You got it, bro.
Love you, bro. Talk to you later, man. All right.
You got it. Waiting on Vegas. See you later.
See you later, man. See you on the book, okay?
You got it, bro. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. It's one of my Facebook friends right there, man. We chat every day, man. That's a good guy right there. think about this, y'all. I mean, I'm just being real with you. If you're trying to avoid tax, okay, you're going to pay tax. Minimize your tax exposure. You know, think of it like yourself as a business. I teach, and I thought, I'm going to tell y'all something. I thought my patrons were going to get mad at me, and I was going to say, oh, he's doing a ring, he didn't do something for Patreon. But I think each of my Patreon are so far advanced because we talk about tax structure, we talk about profitability, we talk about gross margin on investment, we talk about strategy, and I grill them on it. Like, what's your strategy? What are you going to do if this happens? What are you going to do if that happens? What if it's $1? What if it's $4? What if it's $7? What if it's 40 cents? What are you going to do? What's your plan? What's your strategy? I don't give that to you guys. I probably don't give it to you enough because honestly, y'all, my mind, my eyes on the ball as far as Iraq goes, but honestly, I'm 2 currencies ahead. I'm thinking of what the heck's going to happen with Vietnam, and that's coming. If you ain't looking at Vietnam, you ain't living. You live under a tree. And if you ain't thinking of Vietnam in the sense of how am I going to take what little IQD I have and turn that into a whole bunch of, then you don't know what the heck is going on. Some news, man. The good news is we all living. Love you too, Mike P. What's up? Miami in the house. Good to see you, Glenn. What's going on? What? Oh, this is Mrs. Barnes. Konnichiwa.
Hello. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Adjust the laptop at the top. Part of your head is missing.
My head? My brain?
Yeah, it's like cutting off the top of your head.
My brain? My brain?
Your brain. Your cranium.
My brain is missing. What, my brain? Hey, there's my brain. Hey, my brain. Okay, I fixed it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Do you have a question?
No, I don't.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I saw a question here somewhere. The Zim bombs are what are... You know what? Someone just said the Zim bombs are what the Chinese are backing, not the new currency. No wonder China's broke. If the Chinese are backing the Zim, no wonder they're a broke, dead-ass country. Good God, that's dumb. AA notes. Oh my God, I'll bet you all your AA notes ever, you'll never realize a nickel from that currency unless you sell it on eBay. Get out of that dream, y'all. Y'all, let me tell you something, Dinarians, and I mean this to you guys. As much as I love you and as much as I want you to succeed, get off that get quick rich thing, man. It takes diligence, it takes practice, it takes effort, it takes strategy. Zim is dead. Zim is dead as Kelsey's nuts. And that's dead. Kelsey, man, I'm telling you, it's dead. Get off that, man. I don't care. Listen, and even if it resurrects itself like Lazarus, you got sanctions to deal with. What are you going to do with the sanctions? You guys are living in a dream. Get off that drain, man. You're on the right track, but you're on the wrong train. You need to jump on something that's got a future. My God, and you know what? I don't mean to talk. I'm not going to tell you you're stupid. You're misinformed. Nobody's stupid investing in something. An entrepreneurial spirit should be fed. It should be nurtured. It should be encouraged. It's not that you're dumb. You're just misinformed. You don't know what you don't know. No one knows. And after knowing everything, it's after that what you do that really shows the character of a person. Man, what's the deal, baby? Is you live or is you live? Hey, baby day, Tanisha. That's funny. Are you considered a newbie if you've been in it for 2 years, Vic? Yeah, you're a newbie. I mean, to me, if you've been in this dinar stuff 2 years, you're a newbie. To me, someone ain't been. It's not a newbie in dinar business. Has been in it for at least 5 years. My opinion. Hello.
Mr. B.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Man, I'm living the good life. How you doing?
Doing good. Got a quick question for you.
Shoot, brother,
What
shoot.
do you think about them having the Iraqi citizens coming in and exchanging their used, wore-out bills for new ones? Now, is that new ones for, as in new rate and the new bill?
Nah, it's not. I wish it was. It's not. But I'll tell you this. What it does do, though, think about it. So, and I got a strategy here, okay? So bear with me. Play this out with me, okay? So, you're the Iraqi citizen and I'm the bank, okay?
Right.
So, you bring me all these old used bills and I'm the bank, right? Hey, Mr. Smith, thank you for bringing me all these used bills. And you say, no problem. What do I get? You know what you get? You get this shiny new plastic card. Here you go.
Yeah, but they're supposed to already have their cards.
Well, what if they don't?
The
Well,
currency, how could it be wore out when it just came out?
I get it, but what if they don't? What if they don't? What if these are the last 10% or 5% or 15% or whatever? What if this is the banking inclusion that they were talking about from way back, the last 15% of the people that don't have the cards? I mean, this is all speculative. I mean, I don't know. If I knew, I would tell you. But I'm just saying that they're... Huh?
Are you not talking to your guys you had in Iraq?
Oh, yeah, but you know what they're telling me?
Oh.
Nothing. Because they're telling me everything that people have been telling me, like, oh, there's billboards up and they're exchanging for new currency. That's bullshit. No one's doing that. That's not true. No one's doing that. Nobody.
Are they actually educating the people there like
No.
everybody's bragging about?
No. That's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I'm here to tell you the truth. That is absolute caca. That is crap from the depths of crap. You want the truth? You know what they're doing? They're telling the citizens, if you got damaged notes, bring them to the bank. We'll exchange them at 0 fees and give you new notes. But in my opinion, what they're trying to do is get more notes off the street and get more people in the bank, because the more notes they get off the street, the more they strengthen the value of the Iraqi dinar. That's the plain and simple, and that's the only thing that really makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's an ugly truth, but it's the truth.
Feeling on this thing?
Huh?
What's your back wall on this thing?
You mean like a back end, like the date?
Yeah, guesstimate on closeness. How close are we? We know all these deals being done constantly with all these other countries, China and everything else there.
Well,
I mean,
here,
I can't see them doing all this money and trade that they're doing with the ports and everything else, and doing it at the rate that they're at 11.90.
Okay, I'll tell you. Can I answer that this way? My back end date for me is when I see the full ascension of the WTO, and that's November. Jamie, I'll call you right back. When they ascend, when they make the final ascension to the WTO, when all the partners are there and the final paperwork goes through, and we know they're ascending to the WTO, that's when I'm going to tell you that that's my back end date.
As long as we're not in a war with Iran, but
oh, we could be in all kinds of war with Iran. That has zero to do with Iraq. Zero. When they cut off them dealing even in dinars with Iran, then that totally sealed it up for me. I'm done. Iran has no bearing. Like Maliki. Whoever keeps screaming this Maliki crap, they need to pull their head out of their butt. Maliki. Maliki's under U.S. sanctions of being a terrorist. Basically an economic terrorist. His money has no factor. He has no factor. Iran is no factor at this point for Iraq.
How do you feel about the price of oil affecting the RI as far as
I do.
It's going down now?
I do.
And if it goes down enough, will it trigger them to force an RI?
I could see it happening. Yeah, I agree with you. I could totally see too high or too low. I think there's a balance there that they're looking for. I'm not that smart. I don't know, but yeah, I could see it hitting. I could see it hitting below 50 something bucks, and then like $52, $49. Them getting nervous and shooting the gun off. I could see that happening. Because they can't survive. If it ain't 56 bucks, kids, Iraq goes in the crapper.
Right.
Their nut is like $52. Like their nut is $52. So if I see it hitting 52, I'm thinking to myself, they're in trouble economically.
Right. All right. Well, here's to the oil going down the crapper.
Oil in the crapper. Oil in the crapper. I'm just real, man. I don't know what else to say. Thanks, brother.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too, man. Thanks for keeping it real with me. All right, man.
We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Jamie, I'm calling you back, man. I know you just called me. My boy Jamie Lynn. He's the freaking man if you don't know him. World entrepreneur, world famous art gallery type of people, Dancing with the Stars type folk. Not me. I'm too lame for that. You could exchange 9,000 for 10,000, but if you do it more than once in like a month, you're gonna get in trouble.
Hello there, Mr. Brando in the...
Man, what's up, man? What's going on, Jamie?
Brother, I am loving your rant this morning, and I heard that caller earlier. I just want to say that I remember from 10 years ago, there was a company called Dinar Trade. So I purchased some from them, and I kept everything from bank records, from credit card receipts, all the way down a picture of my credit card matching my receipt, because I knew there's going to be 10 years down the line exactly what you're talking about based on insurance, on where you got this currency from, is it authenticated, and they gave me a letter of authenticity. So even when they, when FedEx gives you that package where it comes from, it has that tracking number. I kept all that.
Smart.
Smart. All that. I am not trying to have all that and go to the bank and be like, where you get this? I only got the IQDs. Oh, no.
Huh. Well, someone just said, well, what if I got a written receipt? I take a written receipt for capital gains as opposed to a non-written receipt. I ain't trying to scare y'all. I'm just trying to be real with you. You see what I'm saying? When I told y'all this early on and I was getting flamed, oh, you're a dumbass. You don't know this. You don't know that. Man, a receipt's a receipt. Now, you can go back and search your credit card records, which is a good idea, but the real thought process is, for capital gains purely, when I told people the idea of authenticity is not just your bills, it's also the orientation of your purchase, which has everything to do with taxes. People looked at me stupid, but now I ain't so stupid.
Man, I'm feeling you, bro. I feel you, but
bro,
I'm glad you kept your records.
Inner circle, baby. You know what it is.
That's right. We're going to be talking soon.
Real soon. Real soon.
Thank you, Mr. Brando. We got a show later at Metropolitan Fashion Week over here in LA, so you got to come and visit LA. I got you primetime VIP seating, brother.
Oh, man. I don't do all fashion. You know I don't do that. I don't do that.
It's all good. All good. If I had to pick you up with bodyguards and put you in the back of a truck VIP limo, put you in chains and put you in a VIP seat, I got you.
Jamie, we talk later, dog. You don't want to do all that. You know, I ain't that fancy. Man, let's go to a bar. Let's go. Do this for me. Do this for me, Jamie. Do this for me. You want to do something for Mr. Brando? This is what I want you to do. I want you to meet me at the airport in an Uber. Me and Miss BB. Take me to a taqueria, okay, with some bomb-ass carne asada. But then we go to like a dirty hole in the wall and have a couple vodka tonics and we talk about it. That's what I want to do.
All day. I got 5 places in mind already ready to go, bro.
I want some bomb green sauce. That's what I want to do.
I got you. I will even pick you up myself and put a fake Uber sticker on my car. I got you.
I love it. That's what I want to do. I love it.
Man, it's gonna get crazy, bro.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy. We're gonna do some wild stuff. We're gonna do red carpets. Because y'all don't realize this. Jamie's heading up the whole entertainment division of the foundation. This dude is wild, dude. Like, y'all don't understand. He's already doing the red carpet stuff now. He's already shouting gang now. Like, we're already doing business now.
With no money.
Nothing. Zero. Off the strength of his fame. He's already famous. Y'all don't realize the actual aptitude of the people, the quality of persons that you're surrounding yourselves with just by tuning in. That's why I tell y'all, networking in this business has everything to do with where you're going to go, not to where you are. That's why this is important. This is important.
Brando,
I love you, dog.
I love you, brother. You are the man. And, of course, God bless today. And, hey, man, keep ranting all day. I'll be on this channel.
Man, we going to keep doing this, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir, we are.
All right, big dog. You have fun and be safe out there at all these events, okay, man? Travel in grace, okay?
Thank you. And I love you and Miss BB. And I will see y'all soon.
See you
soon.
I'll send more pictures, okay, bro?
All day. I will. And I will for sure.
Let me know you're safe, bro.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye, little bro.
Call from.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, what's up, dog?
Good. Hey, I was calling to ask you a question. I see you got a chat going on.
Man, we doing the thing. What's going on?
So the WTO thing, I think I must have misunderstood you. You say that takes place in November to be prepared for them to take care of stuff the first half of the year.
Okay, let me read you guys, because I've had so much confusion over this. So I'm gonna read it one more time for everybody to understand it. So is that cool? Real quick, let me find my notes.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me find my notes. I have it. I've read it so many times, and people are so confused about it, and so it warrants reading.
Yeah, and I missed a few of your chats recently.
Yeah, and that's all good. And you know what I mean? Like, excuse me. Okay, I have to find it. I gotta scroll backwards here. Man, y'all, I have pages and pages of show notes here.
Yeah, I understand.
Man, deputies. The first session, legislative turn. Oil and gas. Hold on. Area of Union. NASDAQ tech. No, here it is. It's coming up here. Here it is.
Okay.
It's coming up here. Hold on, I got it coming. Oh, Nesco, so I know it's coming here. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, so here it is here. Okay, the whole paragraph says this. Do you want the whole article or just the paragraph that I always mention?
I guess you could do the, because you got it on, do you have it on Patreon? Because I'm on there.
Okay, I don't know if I got on Patreon, but I'll post it right after this, the whole article.
Okay.
And I posted, I know I posted it once, but I'm going to read you the thing that specifically talks about us, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, in terms of the next steps, Iraq plans to submit the necessary negotiating inputs during the fourth quarter of 2019 so that the working party can finally resume in early 2020. It is also agreed that the high-level conference on the WTO extension would be held in Baghdad in November, bringing together relevant domestic stakeholders and international partners supporting Iraq's reconstruction efforts. So they're talking about full everything done by 2020 and everything in the fourth quarter of 2019. That's it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I got you. Okay, and because of that, that's why the thought process is they may go ahead and add value to their currency if they have
okay, I'm going to give it to you like this. Let's just say they're not going to add value to the currency. Okay? Let's just say I'm stupid and I'm not very smart. I'm just giving you an example. But they're going to reinstate the currency and they're going to add it to 4X. Okay? If they add it to 4X, the currency is going to rise and fall based upon supply and demand. So it's going to have a float anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just want a reinstatement. I don't care what the rate is, honestly. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Reinstate my currency. Let the world dictate what it's worth. You see what China says it's worth. China told you it's worth $500 billion. That automatically activates the private sector. People don't understand this. If like I think like 70% of Iraq's total income is oil. China's going to input $500 billion. That's way more than their whole private sector is now. You see what I'm saying? So if they're sent to the WTO, they got no debt, they got a trade partner, they got infrastructure, they got savings, they got fully functioning government, right? Why can't they have a viable, realistic value for their currency?
Okay. Got you. And it still stands too, like as far as exchanging the currency, you can hold on to the notes for years before you exchange, right?
Yeah,
like
10 years. They told you 10 years. You have 10 years.
Okay. And I heard what you were saying. I'm gonna look into it some more about as far as the receipt thing, because I don't doubt what you're saying. I talked to a friend of mine. He works for Fifth Third, and he was telling me, because that's one of the things I was concerned about. I said, man, what if you lose your receipt or the ink fades and you can't read it no more anyway? He was saying that it doesn't matter. He said we've never turned down nobody for who have currency as long as it's authentic.
No, hold on. I'm not arguing the authenticity of your currency. We're talking about taxes.
Okay.
We're talking about taxes. You see what I'm saying? So I take my currency down there, and I'm an individual. I'm not claiming it as something else. I'm only an individual. I'm Joe Blow, okay?
Right.
When did you get this currency? Well, 10 years ago. Prove it. Well, I don't have a receipt. How am I going to prove it?
You talking about for taxes?
Taxes. I'm talking about capital gains.
Okay. You saying you don't prove to the IRS?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I thought my understanding was you exchange and then you report what you made to them, and then you pay your taxes. And
Well, you will, but I mean, I'm just saying, if you get audited, or let's just say you say, oh, it's long term. Well, how you gonna prove it? It's an interesting question.
Okay.
It's something that needs debate. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and talk, down upon someone who doesn't have a receipt, and I'm not gonna talk up on someone who does have a receipt. Like, I'm not gonna say they're smarter. What I am gonna say to somebody is this: I've always said you need to have authenticity of your currency because it's valuable, and because of you as being the person that's the beholder of it, you got to be a steward of your money. That's being a steward of your money. That's it. Caller, I got to get to another call real quick. We got to hang up, okay?
All right, my man. Thanks.
Call back anytime, bro.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too now. Bye-bye. Last caller from Crosset, Arizona. I'm calling you back. I have receipts. You don't have to have a rate to be in the WTO. It just has to be international. Arizona? Hello, Arizona? Hello?
No, it's Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. I'm sorry. Hey, man, my bifocal is playing tricks on me. What's going on, my man?
Actually, I'm in Maine, so it's all right.
Oh, well, right on, man. Go on, brother. What's going on?
Hey, just a question about with the group passing along the name for the Ministry of Education today.
Mm-hmm.
When would they? What are we gonna do? Wait for Monty to agree to that, and then for them to vote on it, or how's that work?
Well, the last thing I saw about Dr. Quasi was they were saying that they were just gonna formally just let him have it. So I think it's nothing more than just a formal announcement, basically. Yes. But I mean, he's already acting. He's already acting as the Minister of Education. So, I mean, I don't know why they need to announce it. They've already told everybody he's the Minister of Education, basically.
Well, they said that I seen an article today posted that shows that they were putting a name together to give to Marty, but they didn't tell the name.
I haven't seen the article, but I haven't looked at the news today either. So, I'm looking through just the quick news. I don't see any article about that.
All right. Well, that was my only question.
All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, man. Thanks. Bye. Yeah, if you don't know the answer to something, y'all, the one thing I tell y'all is don't make it up. I haven't seen that article. I can't dispute it. If they're trying to gather another name together, then do it. I'm not telling you got to have receipts for your currency for it to be authentic. I'm just telling you, man, it's smart to have receipts to prove the origination for tax purposes. Like I've always said, I'm not so much worried about them saying it's not authentic. I mean, I'm assuming your currency is authentic. What I'm assuming is that for tax purposes at this point, I want to prove that it's not. I'm not going to be charged more taxes. Who wants to pay more taxes? I don't. I'm tired of paying taxes. Tired of paying more for stuff. Love you, April. I know you had to go back to work. No rates, no dates. You're right about that. No, there's no Whoever made that crap up about they're educating the citizens. What is there, a class? Like, what do you guys really think? I mean, come on. Think about this. In America, who is probably America, the United States, or Canada, the most sophisticated people, Europeans, when they came out with the debit card, was there a formal education about the debit card? No. You got a debit card. You were educated by using it. Come on. Iraq's not dumb. These are highly skilled, highly educated people. You think they're having classes on TV? Whoever made that crap up's full of shit. And you know it and I know it. And if you listen to them, no wonder you're confused. Stop listening to Now, I'm not going to say that word. Not Reese. You know what? That's a mean word. I'm not going to say that word. Stop listening to people that are less educated than you. If you have a question about the stuff that they're putting out there, you ought to be able to ask them and call them and say, hey, you said this, and can you prove it? If they can't prove it, then you ought to dismiss it as being crap. That's the truth. Hassan, someone give Hassan my phone number. It's 903 something. Yeah, the ISX going to make you a very, very wealthy person, Legend. Hey, Ged from South Africa. We got people all over here. Mr. B, I'm misinformed. Okay. Like the Dong, Dinar, Rupiah, Zimbabwe, Real, Ghana will be in the first basket. Iram, prove it. If I'm misinformed, prove it. Zim is under sanctions. It's dead. I can agree with the Real dead. It's under sanctions. They're crushed economically. What? Where do you... Iram, come on, man. I'm misinformed about what? All I read is the news. Show me any proof of what you just stated right there has been any piece of factual, and I'll recant my statement. But what you just said made absolutely no sense. I'm sorry. There's no first basket. There's no baskets. There's only an SDR basket and an Arab basket. Stop talking in basket. You know what you sound like? You sound like Guru Confusion. When you separate yourself from Guru Confusion, you enlighten yourself to understand that there is only policy. There are only laws. Educate yourselves and get out of these people's crap. Listening to like prophetic crap. Listen, there's no... God, listen, stop playing with God. No wonder this hasn't happened. Too many people praying to the wrong things. Good God. The website's coming along famously. ISX going to make you wealthier than any currency exchange ever. If you don't have currency receipts, don't worry about it. Oh, thank you for somebody gave us $20. If you don't have your receipts, Regis, don't worry about it. Do what everybody else does, the IRS. Just make up something. I would just tell them, look, I bought it this date. I try to research your credit card or research your receipts. Just tell them, look, this is when I bought it, and try to prove it. That's all I can say. If it's brought up. If it's not brought up, don't bring it up. And don't worry. That's my whole thing. Don't worry. My job is to give you the what ifs. It's not to scare you. It's what ifs. There's no scaring you. It's what ifs, okay? Would somebody please post my phone number? No, I'll never know the date or the rate. I just won't. Yeah, all you need is reinstatement. Let supply and demand dictate where this is going to go. Man, think about this. If the rate's 0.00083 and they drop the zeros, are they dropping zeros off of that or are they dropping it off the 1190? I don't know. I think they're going to drop it off of both. In country, 0.83. If you use that formula to use it against other formulas, someone like Kuwait who's 0.34, you're looking at a $7 plus value if you really want to look at it like that. I think it's going to end up being more like 0.35, 0.32, 0.33, 0.36, more like $3.60, $3.70 if you're going to use a realistic idea. But 0.8, no, because it'd be way higher than Kuwait, like almost $7 or $8, and that's not going to happen. That's more guru crap. Oh, Fat Boy, thank you, bro. Man, I try to buy as much currency as I possibly can. I'm in the business. I'm in the currency business. Be safe vaping. Yo, I'm gonna vape until I don't want to vape no more. I'm gonna tell you this. Be safe whatever it is you're doing. Driving a car or walking across the street. Be safe doing that. No highly concentrated weed. North Carolina Hawkins. I wish it was. Let's go to your channel here. Let's go to your channel. Oh, you have no subscribers, and you're a Dinar follower with a bunch of crap on here. Well, whoop. Full of crap. Hello?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello? North Carolina.
Mr. B is Fat Boy.
Hey, Fat Boy. Appreciate the love, dog.
Oh, of course. Hey, I had a question. Yesterday's live, lines buying, right? Like some were, I think, the energy, and she was talking about with Pepe. And I was just curious if you guys should probably make that like a Patreon, like for an extra $20. She talks more indirect with those or something, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Just so like people who are interested in that can get more of an insight or something. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Well, say it one more time. Say it again. Just.
Oh, okay, so do you know how SBB was talking about like the online, like buying and selling trade, like stuff online? I forgot what it was called, like with Pepe.
Yeah, like
it was up there with the Bitcoin.
Oh, like trading,
like
trading
Bitcoin.
in coins and stuff.
Yeah, because she was talking about something with energy, like went down for 32 cents or something, and she was gonna buy like an extra 500 of those.
Oh yeah, like those
and that.
her stock purchases and stuff.
Yeah, stock purchases. Do you think maybe for like an extra $20, or you guys have like a special Patreon one just where she talks about that for an extra purchase or something like that can help out people that'll be more interested in that?
You know what, man? I think that's a good idea. I'll develop something for that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll generate something for you.
How much you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'll definitely generate something for that.
All right, cool. That was my question.
Appreciate it, man.
I hope you guys have a good one.
You too, man.
It was funny because when you went live today,
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh shit, something cracking. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I just hadn't done one. You know what I mean? And no, I don't dab. I don't dab. White papers only. All right, bro. Bye. No, I don't dab. I'm a hippie, but I ain't that big a hippie. Any dong news? Yeah, man. Dong news is this. I was talking to Uncle Luke, man. China goes, dong goes. That's my dong news. Yeah, and people that are down on medical use of marijuana should really grow up. I mean, I'm all for the healing principles of marijuana in any state for people with cancer or AIDS. People need to grow up about really what drugs really are and what drugs really aren't. Alcohol kills way more people than marijuana, so I have no problem with people doing marijuana at all. I don't care what anybody says. That's my own personal belief. I think marijuana is a lot safer than me actually smoking this vape. Actually, if you want my true opinion, but since I'm reduced to vaping, you know what that means. No marijuana, so whatever. And people get on me about this vaping. Now, if I got on here with a joint, I wonder what people would say. I'd be like the Cheech and Chong of the Dinar community. That'd really give them something to talk about. I had to think about that. Roll up one about that long and come on here. Well, if you're from Cali, I know it's your... Shout out to Cali. I know it's legal. What's going on, baby? Weed is good.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. B? This is Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff. What's going on, mama?
Hey, nothing much. I was calling. I wanted to ask you, how can we invest in the ISX? Or is it too late, or what?
Okay,
How
so
can we get involved?
so like George's group is closed. So like, if I'd have to. I mean, I know how to do it. Like, it's not like something tough. Problem is timing. I mean, it's so difficult to really look at it from the standpoint you got to have the money up front to open the account. Then you got to dump the money into it. You'd have to have an established broker. You know, it's just tough. I mean, if you want to invest in ISX, you need to get in touch with Borka Bank. Go through the process.
I need to do what?
You need to get in touch with Borka Bank and go through the process.
You said Deutsche Bank?
No, Warka, W-A-R-K-A, Warka Bank.
Okay, Worka Bank.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, what else? So, are you under the impression that the dinar can go any day now?
In my opinion, yeah. I mean, I argue this with anybody, and anybody can tell me, well, this isn't done. Well, yeah, it is done. Everything that needs to be in place fundamentally in my mind to see a rate change that could happen at today, it could happen. Why it hasn't happened, I don't really know. But I can tell you this, it could happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen in a month. I think as things happen, there are months coming up that are going to be more crucial than others. But I don't see this going a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
You know?
Yeah, it seems like they're pretty much there to me.
Man, I think.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I think where people are down, and this is my opinion, okay? So let's say you listen to me, and then you listen to Joe Blow, and then you go listen to XYZ guy, then you go listen to this guy, and you're filling up your mind with all these opinions, right? And there's nobody in this that's constant with the same thing. Everybody's got a different opinion. Everybody's got a different resource. Everybody's got a different this. Where the idea now is that you've got nothing in your mind that you can grab onto and hold onto. So you get panicky. You get nervous. You get just upset. You get frustrated, right? Because nothing's going correctly, right?
Right.
And my thing is this: instead of doing that, if you just followed the news and read, I'm not telling you got to follow me. Because what if I'm an idiot? What if I don't know what I'm talking about? What if I'm a shiny penny that has no value? I don't think I am, but what if I am? Do your own research. Do your own research. Be your own best. Because listen to this, and this is Tiffany, and me and you, we've had conversations, so you know me, right? A little bit, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. What's my thing that I always tell people? Be your own boss. Be the steward of your own reality. You see what I'm saying? So, like, if you guys are struggling with this now, what are you going to do with millions of dollars?
Right.
See my point? I get stressed out behind you guys. I get stressed out behind you guys being okay and being well and not being nervous and not being upset. That's where my nervousness comes from, my anxiety. My nervousness never comes from the investment. I get frustrated with the news because I want more concrete stuff, but I never get nervous about what I'm saying because I know where they're going. And I don't follow anybody else. I don't have to. I don't need to. I laugh at the platform, and I tell you why I laugh at the platform, because the things that they're following make zero sense, and they can't prove it to you.
Right.
I'm from Missouri, even though I'm from Vancouver, Washington. Prove it to me. Prove it to me.
Right.
Show me.
Right.
You gotta do a whole bunch more than talking than to make me believe. I don't buy dreams, I sell them. You feel me?
I got you.
And these gurus, all they do is sell crap and ask for crap. I don't ask for donations. You want to give me something? Give it to me. Thank you. I appreciate every little thing. Don't give me nothing. I ain't ask for nothing. But I'll give you something. I'll give you the best hour of my time 3 times a week, and maybe on a Thursday that I possibly can, about the truth. And if you ask me, several people challenge me on my platform. Show me the article. Show me a link. And you know what I tell them? Here it is. Here it is.
Right.
Argue with the link. Don't argue with me.
Right.
Because all I do is give you the information. And that's why I get mad at you guys when you come back, well, somebody said, well, show me the link. Show me the article that says that. Show me the IMF documentation that says that. Show me the WTO documentation that says that. Show me that link. Show me this link. Show it to me. Show it to me. I'm from Missouri. They can't because they make crap up, Tiv. They make it up. That's real talk. That's real Dinar talk.
Right.
And all this people about vaping and marijuana and superficial bullshit, you know what that is? It's bullshit. Right. You know what the truth is? I can sit here and smoke crack, but as long as the information's correct, it's correct. That's the truth. Truth be told.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
And that's what people hate.
Is
Go ahead.
it possible that you could give the, because I'm looking online for a worker bank and I don't see anything popping up. Is it possible that you might know the...
Web?
Yeah.
Now, you know I'm Mr. Web address. Hold on here. I'll get it for you. Worker Bank Iraq. I'll copy it and put it in the chat, okay?
Perfect.
Because I'm that guy.
Yeah, I'm in LA. I'm going to go out there and try to find your buddy at the Fashion Week.
Yeah, do that. Hit up Jamie, man. He does that fancy stuff, not me.
Yeah. So, do you know if he has a booth down there or?
No, Jamie's the guy. I'm being dead serious about this. Jamie's the guy that's on the carpet, like taking the. he's not taking picture. He's getting his picture taken with stars. He knows famous people. You have to hit me up private, like DM me, and I'll hook you up with them. So that, like, I mean, I'm just being serious. Like, the last event he went with, like, I don't even want to say the person's name. I'm like embarrassed. Like, I'm just telling you, like, it's a movie star's ex-wife, and I was like, you know her? And he was like, that's my friend. I've known him for 15 years. I was like, wow. I was impressed. Very impressed.
Right.
You know, I was very impressed. I got some hitters on my squad. That's why I could be so free with this now. Like, I'm just real. Like, that's why I tell people, it doesn't, I'm telling y'all, the real about this dinar thing is 90% of these people we call gurus make stuff up because they're liars. They don't know shit. And they don't have boots on the ground. They ain't got no contacts. Anybody I've ever shown anybody on this game, and I bought a lot of people's game now, I've shown you proof. I played the messages. I've done it all. I got nothing else to prove. That's why I don't need to prove you a date. Because I've already shown you the truth. It's gonna happen. When it's gonna happen? I don't know. They don't tell me that. But I can tell you this. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get well. I don't know what well means to you. Well means to me a different thing. And when you are well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because most of y'all, and I'm not saying you because I know you're a steward, but a lot of these people, Tiv, and me and you talk about this stuff. If they're scared now with no money, imagine sitting on $5 million. How scared they're gonna be then. They'll be broke in 3 hours.
That's true.
Me?
Yep, you gotta have a plan.
You gotta have a plan, man. You gotta have a strategy.
Yeah, you do.
You do. And you know what? Now is more serious than ever. Ever, because you've got time. And if no one's ever talked to you like this, real talk like a big brother, then let me talk to you like this. I'm gonna be your big brother. I'm gonna be real with you. Because someone's gotta be. Obviously, the crap you're getting from those other sources, they're giving you crap. So I'm gonna talk to you like a friend. How much is enough? I was watching a show today, because I watch all these programs. Now, I don't even watch regular TV. I was reading something about wealth. Something my life coach was talking to me about. My life coach. I know it's weird sounding, but... And he told me that to feel rich, you got to have at least between $15 to $20 million. And you only feel like you got rich once. You know that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You'll never recreate the first time you feel that feeling ever again. You can never, ever recreate it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know what? I have done nothing but for the past 6-7 months but prepare myself to be the person that I can be, the husband that I can be, the father that I can be, the steward that I can be of wealth. Because listen, if you're an ass now, you're going to be a double ass when you get this money. If you're a pushover now, you're going to be the biggest laydown coming. You're going to get your money taken from you like a simp. If you're a lame now, you're going to be a bigger lame when you get this money. If you're a hard ass now, you're going to die with a clenched fist. That's reality. It's reality.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Yeah,
You're not going to grow past this point. You're just not. You're not.
Right.
Sorry. Adults are uncoachable to a certain degree.
Right.
People don't like...
All right, well, I appreciate you, Mr. B. Thank you so much for that information, and I'll be looking for the link.
All right, I posted it in the chat, okay? And if you need it, I'll post it to your inbox.
All right, talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all, I don't mean to go off like that, but you know what? Which bank showed you a rate of $3? I don't know what bank showed them that. Can you give me a bank for Cayman? I can look. I want a Billy. Ain't sorry. I want a Billy too. I want $1 trillion. I don't want $1 billion no more. I want $1 billion before I do anything. I want $1 billion. You're right about that. I'm gonna touch $1 billion before I die. I'm gonna touch $1 billion before I'm 60.
To accept, press 1.
I will touch $1 billion before I'm 60. Hello?
Yo, Billy, what up?
What up, G? What's going on, my God?
It's all good, man. I guess LA is lighting up the house today, huh?
Yeah, what's going on?
What up, Chris? No, bro. So I asked a question, man. Just to ask a question, just from us looking at things strategically.
Okay.
And that turned into some Trump shit. And I don't follow politics. I follow money. So,
Okay.
So the question was, if the
U.S. has put sanctions on Iran so that they can't bring, so that they can't benefit from the deal they did with China, and they can't benefit from the RI when it exchanges.
Right.
So the same thing kind of showed up for me. Just naturally, if we're talking about deals and strategies,
Right.
if we're in a trade deal with China right now,
Right.
and China, the reason why we have leverage right now is because they're hurting.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so now if China owns 28% of our debt. So
Right.
they have a little leverage, right? But now this RI happens,
Mhm.
and they're large investors in the Iraqi dinar. Now this thing hits, and they got a shitload of money now.
Right. But really they don't. Remember, China's whole play in this was they didn't really want dinar. They have some dinar, like every country does, right? But China's whole play in this was they need oil. And since Iran got cut off, their whole thing is oil for food. So they're just getting all the oil they can. Okay? So
Okay.
don't worry about dinar. Think about oil. They want all the oil they can get out of these guys.
Well, this is where the question was coming. This is the context from which the question was created.
Mm-hmm.
Is that if they can get them, if they have money, they can hold out on this trade deal, which I don't see Trump letting them have leverage. I don't see him allowing them to have the upper hand. So once he gets what he wants in the trade deal, then he doesn't give a shit what they get from the RI or or any other nation benefits. But that just kind of popped up for me when I saw what happened in Iran, what they did with Iran. It's like, well, I don't see him, because he would no longer have leverage then.
Right. So here's the whole thing with Trump. Trump's already been at the negotiating table with China and basically told him to go fly a kite. Basically what he told him, go fly a kite. Not interested. Whatever deal Trump's going to make with China has to do with Hanaway, has to do with them currency manipulating, has to do with them stealing with intellectual properties, and has to do with trade deficit. Whatever benefits or reductions of those benefits come from that trade agreement, they're going to have to make, because China, without U.S. purchases of their goods, is dead man walking. Forget the world. They're dead man walking. And I've said this a million times. If I went to the bank and bought a house for $100,000 and couldn't pay it, guess what?
Right.
They're going to take my house. But if I go to a bank and borrow $100 million and can't pay in bank, guess who's got a problem? The bank. If I can't pay that $100 million back, the bank's got a problem, not me.
Okay.
And that's where China is. China's got their nose shoved so far up our patoot with trade. Even if they tried to call the debt, which they can't, they've already sold off their bonds, they devalued their currency, they're dumping their precious metals, because if they called the debt, we just simply wouldn't pay it. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
China's in a box just like Iran. Listen to this, and anybody knows me, and if you really know me, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not an Obama supporter. I'm not a president supporter. I'm not a government supporter. I denounce the government. I think the government's the biggest. You know what the government did to Americans, real Americans, was? It divided us. It divided us.
I'm with you. I've been in service of this nation, as a Marine and as a cop for 30, almost 40 years. Bro.
Yes.
So, and I get that nations are corporations. Like,
yep.
People are loyal to nations. People are loyal to nations. Nations aren't loyal to people.
Exactly. But
so yeah, I just wanted to ask that question, man, because that's what kind of popped up for me. Because it's if we're doing a deal, I'm not going to give you something that's going to give you leverage if I have the leverage. And I just thought, like, okay, well, if they got this money, if China's been holding out, and they can say now, well, we got this cushion now, so we can hold you out even longer. I just couldn't see him giving up that leverage. So, you made it make sense, though. I just needed to get clear, because that was the thing that just kind of popped up for me. It's like, are we going to have to deal with this nonsense now?
Nah.
Or,
let me make you really laugh about China, and this is going to really make sense.
all right.
Do you know how much currency they're going to have to print? You think the United States is a bad culprit of someone that prints currency out of nowhere to pay for things that they can't. Just think what China had to print to put forth $500 billion to pay for this deal for Iraq at 0.0007.
Okay.
Think about it.
Well, that makes complete sense now that we're like, if they're going to do it in oil or energy, then that's dope. Then we're good. So
And that's all it is. That's all it is.
I could wake up tomorrow and be
Safe.
be rich.
Yeah. Nothing changes. All China's doing is providing us with the private sector business that we all need to see this thing to happen. It just strengthens our opinion. And they put a little cash flow in the coffers to make it even better. So when someone says, well, how are you going to support this? We got USD, we got yuan, we got this, we got that, we got gold, we got oil, we got this. Boom. That's how we substantiate our rate. That's it. That's it.
Word. Okay. All right, brother.
All right, my brother. Be
Back
good.
to it.
All right, man. Have a good one, okay?
All right.
Love you, dog. Talk to you later. All right, y'all. I done gone too long. I got a call to make. I got to do one of these consultations. If you haven't already joined Patreon, I'm going to tell you this. You can join Patreon for a lot of reasons. You can join Patreon because you're scared. You can join Patreon because you have a plan. You want to be a mentor and a leader. You want to join Patreon because you want to share a vision with others that you truly believe is going to help people. You want to join Patreon because you're tired of the status quo. You may want to join Patreon because you want to shape the world's events. Should I answer this last call, y'all? I'll answer one more call, and that's it. You are my last call.
Press 1.
Hello?
Is you live, Mr. Brando?
Mr. Brando's live! I was going offline.
What's going on, man?
Hey, bro, what's going on, bro?
Not much. It's crypto night. I'm always on the shows in the chat, man. I don't say much, but I watch and I listen. Always supporting, man. Do your thing.
Appreciate the love, dog. For real. Thank you.
So, fellow IXX investor with the group of George here.
Mm-hmm.
I took some money out of crypto, and this is back when Ripple was $3 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
When Bitcoin was up there at 20,000 a pop also.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw some joints into IXX, man. Got myself a nice bundle of IQD.
Nice.
Ran into your channel, and I've been good. Like I'm not even really accumulating anymore, but I'm just watching and listening and gaining as much knowledge as possible, man. You run the forefront of that, so I just want to
Thank you.
say thank you.
Thank you.
That's big. That's big business, man.
Man, I appreciate that, dog. For real. I mean, straight talk.
Got it all.
That's why I tell people, I'm not really people not really ready for the really real. You know what they're ready for? They're ready for a spoon and a bib and for someone to say, oh, Mr. Guy, here's your participation for being in the Iraqi Dinar, and I'm going to spoon it to you, and I'm not going to say anything bad, and I'm a good guy, and you know what? I don't ever do anything wrong, and you know what? That's kind of bullshit. That's not life. Life ain't easy, life ain't fun, life ain't fair, and you know what? You got to learn to roll with the punches, and you better learn to make a little money in between these times of your investment. If you don't, like my friend Crypto Gamer will tell you right here, Crypto, when you're not buying currency, are you trading in digital currency? Am I gonna make is that not funny to you? I mean, for real, right? I mean, like for real.
Yeah, I mean, I still hold crypto now, and it's funny because I was holding, and then I didn't touch it until I saw the whole ISX thing pop up in the IQD,
Mm-hmm.
and it just made common sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, let me do a little research. Everything, you know how you just see something for what it is, like you got to take the sugar coating away from it, and
Yep.
it just makes sense to you. That's what it was.
Man, you hit the hammer on the head. And I got to hang up with you real quick, but you hit the hammer on the head right there. And I'm going to close with that. I'm going to hang up with you, okay, bro?
No problem, man.
That's perfect what you just said right there, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
You too.
That's perfect what he said. You got to look at it from this. Separate fact from fiction. Show me what you can prove. Don't tell me what you can't. Understand this. A lot of you out there are prepared, and I'm good with that. I'm happy for you guys. I hope that you're ready. A lot of you aren't. Those of you that aren't, And those of you that struggle with doing the research, that struggle with doing the stuff that's going to get you to the forefront of where you need to be, you need to surround yourself with people that are going to help you, that aren't going to take your money from you and leave you cashless and basically where you are right now. The idea of Patreon is not to get you to invest in something that you don't make money at. It's to take your money wherever you are and multiply it. Like my friend and dear brother, Mr. Fraser, tells me, to be a multiplier. I multiply everything I do. If I put you on my show and you have a channel, I multiply you. You started off with X, now you're at Y, you multiplied. That's why we are here, to multiply. I'm not here to take nothing from nobody, man. I'm here to enhance your life. Get ready. Things are good. You can watch whatever you want to watch, but don't watch the things that are going to make you successful to the negative influences around you. Okay? Stop listening to shock jocks that don't know shit from Shinola. Have an awesome day. I got to get on this call. I've already robbed my Patreon at 20 minutes at a time. I'll hit you guys later on. We'll see you guys on the show tomorrow. Love you guys. Have an awesome day.